I'm back and I'm making a Fortnite video today. See, I like to play Fortnite a lot, but I play on Switch and you can't screen record on Switch. But my friend said just record the TV you play on. So I'm doing that. Um, First of all, and I'm just going to be talking through my decisions in this game I'm going to play. Uh, so my landing spot, I like to land at this small POI, Classy Courts. It's typically relatively uncontested, but you'll normally get one or two other players landing there. And I'm sorry for the bad quality, but again, there's not much I can do. So, yeah, we see there's, I think, four other players landing here. I like to land in this back little house here, break through the roof, and then there's some bad loot. And then I like to go here. Okay, and I don't really like the pump that is in. Many people do, and that's fine. I don't really see a big problem with it. But I just don't like it. I don't know why. It might be something about slow fire rate. I just don't like the pump. I don't know why. It's kind of irrational. But it's a good shotgun. I realize that. Um, I don't really like the burst either, although, and many people would like land at Snooty Steps to get the mythic pump. I don't do that because I don't really like the pump. So I like to land here, loot up for a little while, and then I like to head over to Lavish Lair, which is the closest medallion POI. I like going there because, yeah, who doesn't want a medallion? Um, Especially with the Winterfest update, there's a lot of good loot here. Sharpshooter, striker. In terms of AR, I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I don't really care that much about my AR. The main thing I care about in terms of AR is the scope. Like, I need a decent scope. Ambush Ranger pistol. So I kind of just like need a good scope for my ARs. And oh, they got some damage on me there though. So I'm just gonna get these two chests, and then I'll start heading over to Lavish Lair. So I many people have the slots, their preferred loadout slots where their first slot is their AR, second slot is shotgun, third slot is SMG, fourth slot is mobility, and fifth slot is heals. But I play on controller, and I'm recommending this to all controller players. These slots where you have your shotgun in first slot, SMG second, heals third, mobility fourth, and AR in fifth. Because you have your AR, and then after you're done with your AR shots, if when you get some long range, after you get some long range AR tags, you switch over to your mobility, go over there. While you're midair, you switch to your shotgun or SMG with two slots as well, with two slots to either side. So that's my logic for slots this season. Many people use shockwaves as mobility. I don't. I don't use mobility. I just use shockwaves for fights because, in my opinion, they're more useful for fights because you can just walk around the map, but it's not like you can just walk to an opponent and not be sprayed on. So yeah. So anything else you'd like to know about this season? Many people are like not happy with the movement changes. Okay, but here there's shots. This is an example of when I'd use a shockwave. Many people are not happy with the movement. I don't like it, but I'm not as mad as most. Oh, I'm not making any of my shots today. Whoa. Oh, this is a real player. Shoot. Shoot. So this is a situation that, of course, no player likes. So, I don't know about all of y'all this season, but I'm all about the spray weapons. Like, they're just everything for me. Like, that's why I don't really like the pump. Because it doesn't really align with my I wouldn't call it a philosophy, but like, just motto of using spray weapons. Because I think they're the most efficient way to get the job done. Especially because, in terms of, as you probably just saw, building, piecing, and editing, I'm not the greatest. So I kind of just rely on piecing. And I am lagging a lot this game. Normally, I lag a decent amount, but not this much. I don't know why I'm lagging so much. So, sorry about that. So, this season, everybody's been saying the bosses are really easy to beat, but something you probably didn't know about them or noticed but didn't really internalize is that once the boss locks on to a player, like if I've had this situation where I literally just walk by a player fighting a boss and the boss just doesn't notice me. So, also, when they do that little dance emote thing, what you probably don't know is that they spawn more guards. I thought a lot of people knew this, but I heard a lot of comments that apparently a lot of people don't know this, and they were wondering like how many guards there actually were. And the answer is just that he spawns more guards after he does his like emote regeneration thing. So they also just nerfed the medallions so that they only give you up to 50 health, 50 shields. This is also another example. I said I only use shockwaves in fights. That's an example of when and how I would use a shockwave. So this is a situation I really don't like. That's happened to me way too many times this season. Is where I'm getting third partied after third party after third party, and I don't have any of my weapons reloaded. Also, if there's a sniper that I want to use, which doesn't happen very often this season, but if there's a sniper I want to use, I put my AR in my SMG slot and sniper in my AR slot, because same logic, you can do the long range with the sniper and then get up close. So, yeah. Also, the workbenches this season, I love them. I absolutely love them. Many people sort of didn't really know what to think about mods, but I don't know. So I use the Holo 13 optic with the speed mag, the angled foregrip, and the muzzle brake. Of course, the mythics are not moddable. For SMG, kind of depends. Personally, I use the Holo 13 optic for everything, like snipers, SMGs, ARs. I normally, obviously, don't put a scope on my shotguns, but for everything else, I use the Holo 13 scope. There. So those are my ideal moddings. I don't know what you would call them. Moddings? I don't know. Those are the mods that I ideally have on my weapons. So, also, many people thought they were kind of just for decoration, but these here, you can actually remove these. These are real weapons. And I didn't realize, okay, sometimes they come out gold or purple, I guess. So, and I actually like this AR. So, but this SMG, I kind of like more. So I'm gonna use AR SMG this game. Also, Storm, I think everyone can agree, has been absolutely brutal this season. Like, I don't know if I actually haven't learned much about this. If they rework zones or something, or it feels like Storm's just coming in faster. I don't know if that's the case or not. And this thing that I'm doing right now with double mobility, I never do this. It's just I don't have heals on me right now. And I want to get away from Storm. So, also, thing with the grapple blade, if you grapple and then switch into an item mid-air, you kind of freeze in place. People said, yeah, I'm not getting anywhere with this. It doesn't bring you that far. And it does, it's just that they're swapping items mid-air. And while you can't actually swap the item, if you press the button to swap items mid-air, it'll just delay you a bunch. So this player over here, I believe they have 4 medallions, and I'm not too happy about that. Players with medallions can be a huge threat this season. Well, that's my AR. I thought I had a sniper. I forgot about that. I don't know if you can see, my visual quality isn't great, but there's a player over here. Who was, and still is, right here. So for this little end game bit, I think I will take a sniper rifle. They are really useful this season. And earlier I just didn't want one because I like my SMG a lot, but they can be like so useful this season. So those shots over there, I believe that's the player with the medallion fighting. Also, I've gotten third-partied so much this season. Like, you probably saw in the beginning of this, but it's just third party after third party after third party. And there's nothing that you can really do about that except just try to end fights fast. And I know a lot of people say that and expect you to kind of just do it. It's not easy. There's not like something that you can just do to like solve it. You just gotta try to end fights as quick as you can. And there's no way to really just do that except for just getting better at the game. It's just creative maps. I absolutely love creative maps because creative maps make it so that you can get in a lot of fights really fast. And in like Battle Royale, you kind of have to wait. After you get in a fight, you wait. You just wait for another fight to happen. And the penalty for losing is kind of just waiting to load into another Battle Royale. In creative, there is no penalty. You just wait a little bit longer. Like, you just wait to respawn. Well, depending on the creative game. But, so, fights like this season, I hate these fights. Like, these long to medium range sniper AR fights, I hate these. I hate these so much. So my aim here is not the greatest right now. Okay, so that didn't work. But you can see how games this season roll out. See, I've had that happen to me more times than I can count this season. So, yeah, that is an example of how your average game this season would go. Thank you for watching. I know this is a lengthy video, and I'm not the best at Fortnite, but I feel like I know a good amount about the game. So, thank you for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.